Chainsaw.
How's it look on gas?
194.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the oil. And we got the blower over here.
Of course. Well, he's got a gas can.
Is it mid?
Yep. Yep. She's mixed.
That dude's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I stopped drinking.
Huh?
I stopped drinking.
You did?
It's been 22 days,
What?
and
Dang.
been going through it, bro.
I bet you feel good though. Shoot.
Nah.
Why not? You just
I,
feel like you're missing.
I,
You feel like
honestly,
you're
I think it's outside forces trying to keep me to like you need to drink. Like
Yeah.
every day I want to.
You're
right?
exactly right.
So I'm
Exactly.
fighting it every single fucking
Yeah.
day, bro. And it's like it hurts a little bit.
Welcome to the battle.
It's, oh, dude, it's.
I'm drinking.
definitely a battle.
Go.
Yesterday I drank 8
Get you
beers.
some fresh
Hey,
ice.
before that, I drank.
Appreciate it.
I was drinking 6-pack, and I wanted to go get another one, bro, but I didn't. But you feel like you're missing something.
Fighting that
You
shit
know,
every
it's like
day,
there's something
man.
in your ear going like this. You know you need
It's the
it.
triggers.
You know you won it. Yeah, the voice whispering in the ear, man.
It's been rough, bro. And it's keeping me down.
Hey, well, really, you got to think of it like this, though. There's something that's happening out of that. The fact that you're not having alcohol in your body, bro. You're getting that. You're getting what I want. I want to have that. Where I can just be, free. Cause dude. You know how bad alcohol is not healthy for you. I don't care how much you drink, but like he said, if you add stuff up at the end of the year, it's a lot. And look how much you probably you would just think of how much get a big giant gallon thing, jar or barrel, and just imagine how many would you have filled that up by now in 20 days?
God, twice.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what you ain't put into your body. So
Keep it real. I've been on about a 2.5 year binge on it.
Watch
So-
Dr. G. She's a medical examiner, a coroner.
Right.
She autopsies bodies, and she could just she cuts that Y incision down there, and you could just see that people that have been
On their liver.
diseased. Mine's probably a little bit like that. But yeah, she gets different people in there for different reasons. It's
That's
kinda
where
interesting
my
to watch.
tumor was on my liver, and they had to cut half of that off, of course.
Oh, did
it
they?
regenerated, I believe. So
Yeah.
I was
that
about
when
to
I was a
ask.
baby.
I was for real about to call you yesterday. I was gonna ask Trey, but I was gonna call you see if you want to go jog at the reservoir. I was about to go up there.
I would have.
You go to the reservoir.
Yeah, that all got stripped, and they got a little like trail that goes around it too. That's
Yeah, I used to
Pretty,
fish out there all the time.
refreshing, huh?
I've been all over that place.
It's actually pretty big.
I want to get a
Yeah.
boat.
Yeah,
We could go to that
Get
dude's
the
house
boat.
on Larkin Green.
do it, do it.
Want to. I
He
think I
said we
might
can
need
use
to
his
go.
boat anytime we want.
Hey, wait for a heavy rain when all these streams are flooding the reservoir.
Yeah.
Go out there in Moorfield. Throw your poles in there. You'll get some of the biggest catfish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't
Big
fished. That's one
channel.
thing I ain't done in reservoirs. Fish. I used to swim out there
Yeah, 14,
when people actually
16
went there.
pounders. I mean,
What
You ever
part
been?
of it?
You ever been there? Like the beach area they got there? There
Yeah.
used to be a lot of people that went there.
yeah.
They used to have concession stand, like they sold food, drinks, and all that.
Yeah, I've been out there.
It's real dirty now. They advise you not even to swim in it.
Yeah, I remember walking out there barefoot, and it's just nothing but slimy mud on the bottom. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah, probably
nasty.
deep.
Hey, me and Brittany were out there about maybe 2 months ago, and we're walking back to my truck, and some lady with her babies, she's running like back from the parking lot, screaming, "Someone stole her car! Someone stole this lady's car out there, bro!" And then she was talking to some other person, said it was a Kia. I was like,
Oh, them kid boys.
"Kia boys is out here."
I
Wanna
lock my doors.
I want to be kid boys.
I said, "Ain't that
All they
a
gotta do
imagine being out, just hanging out in your car stuff."
Hey, I'm a victim of that. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why don't they
Damn,
just
I
put a
forgot.
club on the steering wheel?
Hey,
Who in the
I
hell's
parked my
gonna? Who in
car.
the hell's gonna steal something like that?
IKEA is a special one. They must have had to get somewhere real quick. That's horrible.
Them kid boys, man. Kid. Break your stuff with a screwdriver, start your car with a screwdriver.
Well, that's the most hair I've had on my head for years. Pine needles.
I could have
Oh,
sworn
I
I heard
think
it
I'm
start.
starting to have it.
I was eating a sandwich.
I don't know, my crown area is
I
like,
walked out. It was
all of
nighttime.
my hair is
I went
longer
like
than
that.
my crown
I
area.
was in there eating, and I seen the
I hope
tail
I'm not
lights.
going
And right,
bad.
you know, you look right when it's turning
My
out.
dad isn't.
I seen the tail lights. I was like,
You don't got
I
any
didn't pay no
problem.
attention, bro. But then I woke up the next day and I walked into that
Yep.
spot. It was empty. And there's cars
You know what?
everywhere
Hair
else.
don't make the
Everything,
man.
the park spot was
Yeah.
filled.
You
But
know
that
that.
spot, I'm like,
One.
I
Didn't
was
make any
tripping, bro. I was like, I
difference.
walked
Yeah.
all through the apartment. I was like, this car got some. It was that dude that lived there. Then
I've
it was
been
just
around.
parked right down the road and they impounded.
I've been around
Yeah, when
people with
too
full
much to
heads
get
of
out at
hair
that point.
and are, as far as you manders, are pieces of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You don't even want to be around.
it's more like a childhood thing, because when I was younger, I had a head full of hair, like ponytail and stuff. I'm mad I cut it off, because now it takes forever to grow it back.
Yeah, I didn't have a haircut for 14 years.
I cut my stuff at 8 years old, I'm
What time you
sorted.
on that road?
Hold on to it.
Time?
For a time.
Yeah, just keep it short. That's what I do. Been doing it since I was 17.
Especially now, because I had parents taking care of my hair. Now,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
my
stay
mom
with
was
the
braiding
fresh
and
cut.
stuff, but now, me getting older, I'm going to have to take care of it. I ain't
Yeah.
trying to do all that.
Trying to say your mom and dad don't want
Good.
to cut your hair for another 25 years.
Yeah.
If I could get this to grow on my face, I'd have a full beard. But it grows in patches.
Another thing, I don't know.
You got an Apache beard?
Yeah, dude. My brother, he had the same kind of. I don't know what he did in prison. He got his shit. It's full now.
Hmm.
He's like, I don't know what he was doing.
I don't think you want to know what he did in prison.
No. When he's been to prison twice now. The first time I helped him out a lot as far as his kids and all this shit. The second time, nah, fuck you. But anyways,
Yeah.
he
You
called
know
me
what?
the first time he called me when he was in prison for the first time. He calls me, he's like, bro, I was just walking and then I looked over into somebody's cell and it was just two dudes going at it. I was like, what do you mean going at it? He's like, you know what the fuck I mean. I was like, gross, bro. I said, no. Oh, that's horrible. He's like, I'm in here with nothing but child molesters and fucking rapists and shit. I was like, he was in for like theft and just kind of some petty shit. I mean, they were felony, but it was lightweight petty. But as far as him,
He was up in there with. he
you
was
go
up
in
with
there,
Mike.
you go in there for theft and robbery, and you got to hang out with molesters and rapists.
Yeah.
Ain't that some shit?
Well, they don't put you in categories.
No,
You know, I mean, you're all in the same boat.
all exclusive.
Yeah,
You
that's,
know, whoever was Dahmer's freaking bunkie. I wonder what they felt.
I can't understand how a man could look at another man and say, "Hey, I'm gonna." I don't get it.
Brandon,
I
hey,
just
Brandon Campbell
I don't
said,
get it.
hey, I heard a story. Someone said, I think it was Brandon Campbell was talking about it. He said they just be walking down the thing, passing the cell doors, and they
Yeah.
said he walk by the dudes just doing it right there.
Huh?
That's
Not even
crazy,
a
bro.
dollar.
How?
I-
That's
I
nasty.
just-
Not even ashamed of it.
I don't. I can't grasp it.
Hold on a minute, don't put a notch in.
You're in there for like you in there for years. Like say you got a wife,
Making sure what you look
and
like.
then you
you're
just
not
get
doing
life in
something
prison. I
stupid
mean,
stuff.
I'm not trying to talk about it, but how you're just around a whole bunch
Nah,
of
as
dudes the
long
rest
as
of your life.
it slides through here.
You have no access to your life. That's crazy.
I didn't know there was like, I didn't know there was stories, bro. I didn't know there was actually in prison.
was just like a way to scare people, not warn them.
You ain't never seen the Voodoo Bandit on Blue Dot?
I said, "Blue Dot,
That guy's real. He does interviews.
the old man." He was like, it's the,
I'm going solitary. I'm doing whatever I need to do to get solitary.
Andy the ass raper.
Oh, yeah.
Keep going.
Hold tight. Let me grab.
If it swings down, it's gonna miss the majority of the fence. They've got some like stuff on the ground, but I wouldn't do it like that.
No.
I let it fall in their yard.
What? Hold on, let me cut this piece right here and then
It's not. It's getting ready to
it'll fall better.
walk up the tree. Dun, 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 dun.
Do it for there.
All these other ones are gonna go over there too.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to come back and shit, man, when I get back. We'll get everything down and cut up and staged to where you just pull up and
Dang,
shit.
man. We'll do this.
No, I figured you'd have this done in another hour.
Yeah. Well, if I would have thought ahead, like if I would have knew what I was getting, I would have came with the job and ready, you know. But
Right. Yeah, that's all right.
that's why I need to buy one.
Here for over 30 years, it's not been very.
Wait, was it James that was here last time? I thought it was Tony.
I feel like I was out here, but I'm not 100%.
Me and Todd met though through Gabby. Gabby did his fence work.
Oh, Gabby?
Yeah, he did this along here.
Okay.
He's kind of a hard guy to get a hold of.
He's
Well,
not
he's,
doing good right now.
Huh?
He's not doing very good right now, I don't think.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know, he's kind of got wild and started selling his stuff and started running off on his wife. So now he's not even with her no longer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some crazy stuff.
Huh.
Something's going on with him, man. From what I heard, you can tell a tree by the fruit it bears. It sounds like he's on drugs, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, man, you're gonna wait till you're 60, huh, to do that? Ain't
Right.
supposed to be the other way around.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna make a stupid party, then you usually do when you're young, then you grow out of it and you learn from it. But
Yeah.
it's like the opposite. Like, wow.
Yeah, he's a little old for that, isn't he?
That's what his wife said. Like, he's almost 58 years old.
Shit. Hey, you know what? Good luck bouncing back from that.
Yeah, I know, man.
At an older age.
So I feel sorry for
Or
him.
at least
Man.
if you're younger, you have time to grow out of it. Older. Well, I'm not saying because you're only
Now you
58.
do all that work for nothing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess for something, he got some, the house and all that, but
Well, it ain't
Kids
work.
got to have a nice little raise
But
up.
she was more set. She was more about the
All your
grandkids.
daughters and stuff.
What
Yeah.
about the grandkids?
I met her out here
Yeah, Marty.
when she come out.
Yeah, she's a real nice lady.
I'm surprised she hasn't called us for more work. Me and
Unfortunate
Junior.
circumstances, man.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. I'm not saying that. He having going through a hard time right now. But
Who?
Marty,
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised she hasn't called us for cut her grass or all that.
Well, that guy's, he's throwing a Christmas tree over.
Well, when you get a when you got $1,000 profit a day business, if not more,
Yeah,
and then it just stops.
yeah.
Kind of messed up.
So accustomed to the lifestyle, you know.
Now he's out
And it
here.
all just took
If you
away.
remember how he did Aaron, that's how I knew it after that. I knew he was acting real wiry too, man. Real wiry. And then he told Aaron, yeah man, I'm looking for a guy, yeah Aaron. Picked him up, worked him, paid him, yeah man, $20 an hour, full time, man, I got you. Never did work him again.
Nice.
And then guess what?
Huh.
So since he did, so he's like, man, he ain't even missed my calls. I was like, well, shoot, man, go to work with me. I got a job. And then I was going to work report. We was going to pour in the shell, and guess who was there pumping gas? And so I hurried up and turned in the Moco because I didn't want the
Right. Be awkward.
awkwardness.
Wait, he was there pumping gas, you said?
And then it was Gabby and like some girl, and they was like doing a job. It looked like they was doing a
man.
little job or something.
Yeah, Gabby, man, I like Gabby.
Job, man, you a heck of a
He used to always call me to have him clean his gutters out, cut his grass.
Yeah.
He has a big yard too.
Well, he did a.
My butt hinge is bigger than this, but I can't.
He gave me a
This-
decent
if I
price
butt
on
hinge
his
it down there,
fence.
see that? Well,
Here, I mean, it's the quality as far as the
I
wood's
think it
not
will. Do a tight button.
what I'm used to. It's thinner,
Yeah.
but I mean, he.
Oh, there's a knob right here we can use. Can't see it. It's on my side.
You gotta. Hey, you gotta.
Still there?
Yep. There you go. You got it. Yeah, people want to. They want to go down that dark road.
Yeah.
They're gonna pay for it in the end.
You got that right.
My goal is to have zero stress
Yeah.
if you can. Sometimes it's hard to obtain, but
Give your life to Christ. Come in and change it. He did me. You can die and come back to life. I want to be your friend. And you did it while I was. What the heck
you
was
know,
my word?
you know what my dad used to say? He goes, "Do you remember anything before you were born?" He goes, "That's exactly what it's going to be like when you're dead."
Some people believe.
Oh,
Huh?
like you just won't be
Yeah, that's what he said. He goes, "You don't remember anything before you were born." He goes, "That's what it's going to be like when you die." But he was an agnostic, you know. He didn't.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing. He just.
I mean, yeah, how would it be? I mean, you just are you a ghost
Everybody's
floating
got their
around?
belief,
Or?
man.
Huh?
But everybody's got, got
Yeah.
their beliefs.
You know,
I believe in absolute truth.
when you lay in bed at night and
Yeah.
you can have this warm feeling, knowing you did your best
Yeah,
and go to sleep
yeah,
and wake up the next day, that's what it's all about.
yeah, it is. It's knowing that we've got breath in our lungs, man.
That's right.
Awesome. got what?
Grab that paint, bro.
Hold back.
Hold it. What's it say? It says, while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. While we was yet sinners. See it? That's where people get it backwards at. They think they need to get clean, then go to come to him, but not. It's go to him and get clean, bro. He'll purge you from it. What do they call that?
Went to a tent meeting a few weeks ago. I seen about 32 people get baptized.
Really?
They did it in the river
Yeah.
at night.
At night, yeah.
Oh,
I got it in the
that's
river.
crazy.
Did it in the river. I didn't do it at nighttime.
Is a tent meeting where they sitting around in a circle?
Nah, it's a big old tent.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
a tent.
been to it before, a while
A
back.
tent meeting. Okay.
They did have to go out in the field and make a big old cross
Oh, yeah.
so they could take pictures and be cool.
That cross symbol, it's actually, from what I've learned, it goes way back before that. Then you gotta go back to Constantine's vision. You ever heard of that?
Vision.
Because you know he's pretty much like the starter of the Catholic Church. He's the one who kind of like legalized Christianity or the belief in the Messiah. Right? The one who died and came back to life. They was persecuted, remember? Because the Roman Emperor Nero, they actually caught Rome on fire and blamed it on the people of the faith and started killing them and putting them in gladiator arenas and stuff and persecuting and killing them. And then another emperor came along, Constantine, and he was in war with somebody, and he said that he had a vision of a cross, and the voice said, "Go and conquer." And he went and he won the war, so he dedicated that. He said that people of the faith, God came to us, and so they legalized it, probably centralized that around Rome, and made it pretty much the top faith belief. You know what I'm saying? So now you get these councils that get created, the Council of Nicaea and the Council of Laodicea. These are these councils of bishops that were created to make all these, they still making laws, dude. And it was basically all against they was laws against keeping what the book said to do. It's weird. It's like they're like, no, that's no longer, nope, that's done. We're creating a new thing. You know, the Christian faith. Catholic, Christian, Catholic, started with the Catholics, right? And then the thing is, it was that Yahudim, it was actually the people that were believing in that kept what it said to do, like the seventh day rest and all that. They made that all illegal. And you go to jail for it and all that. You got caught doing it, you get caught practicing the feast days. It's only 7 of them a year. It was just the feast of trumpets a couple days ago. But it's just Memorial Days that you remember because he put them in place for a reason. But they did away with that and made it illegal, dude. So after Constantine won, he started papacy and all that, these councils, and they made all these pretty much rules, and it went against the actual people of the book, the Yahudim, that were keeping the way. Because, you know, they brought it to the Gentiles. So the Gentiles started doing it. You know, that's how, so what they did is the Catholic Church was formed, and they made the councils that, the people, bishops, that made all these rules that you can't even do what it says. And it went against what the book said to do. And they say, no, it's a New Testament. It's a new thing now. Now we live by faith and faith alone. We don't live by rules or anything like that. But dude, that was the way. That was their way. What do you think he did when he got there? It's all through the book of Acts, bro. He was going around to the Gentile nations and meeting up with them on the Sabbath day. That was like the Sabbath day that spread. You know the gospel spread, right? To the Gentiles, using the Sabbath day for them to meet on. But they teach that it was that Paul. It says it is though. That's the thing. I'm like, where was I at when I first sat down in the church? And why wasn't this ever happening? Why wasn't these things? Why was all that? Why was I only kept above the surface? Like, man, just like that. Like they didn't. It's like the pastor. You don't know this stuff, or do you? And you just don't want to talk about it because people start. You know. Because they'll lose numbers, and then if you lose a church member, you lose a tithe. Yeah. When tithing is biblically is giving food to the other tribes, is tithing to the tribes, or tithing to the Levites. I'm sorry.
Man, they be having people start that much money?
Yeah. You hear what Katrina said?
$100,000?
He said people be done, maybe give $100,000 on tithe. You hear me, Tony? He said they be giving that much on tithing. Heck yeah, they're doing the Joel themes and all that. You got your millionaires that be donating like that.
What do they think? They're going to buy their way into heaven?
Exactly. They think they're going to get blessed by it and all that, and they'll get more money and be more successful. That's called the prosperity gospel, and that's why it's false.
You blowing me up.
All right, so here we are.
It's just like when people think.
Man, so this is gone, huh? I bet you're going to be happy to get that.